Okay, starting the Tai Chi Qigong posture, they're basically the same. Tai Chi is a grandchild of Qigong. Qigong is really, really, really old. So Tai Chi Qigong posture, feet in line with the hips, feet parallel. Allow your tailbone or your sacrum to drop, that little bone between the two parts of the pelvis, let it drop. Soften your ankles, soften your knees, so you're a little bit springy. As you drop your tailbone, your lumbar spine, your low back is going to lengthen. And if you chuck your chin in just a tiny bit and feel like a star string holding your head up, you're going to lengthen your neck, your cervical spine is going to lengthen upwards. At the same time, your lumbar spine is lengthening downwards. So we're creating space. And in Chinese, when you talk about creating space, we call it song. At the level of your shoulders, just drop your shoulders and feel as if there's maybe a tiny ball in your axilla, so you're not tucked in. There's a little bit of breathing space there and a little bit of a tunnel between your two knees at the groin level, almost as if you're on a really small horse. Okay, so just close your eyes for a second and be aware of your feet rooting into the ground. Be aware of your weight going through your heels, side of your feet, pads, front pads of the feet, and all the pads of your toes, big toe, next toe, middle, little toe. And just notice how you're feeling at this moment, whether you're energized, sleepy, stressed, or you're already supremely happy. Just have a sense of where you are as you start the class. Yeah, soft, easy breathing. Okay, so from that position, we're going to start just with a little bit of a bounce. So allow your ankles and your knees just to flex up and down just a tiny bit. And as you are bending up and down, you'll notice that your sacrum is going down. Just be aware of your sacrum going down, going down, going down. And each time your sacrum goes down, you lengthen the lumbar spine. And we're preparing the lumbar spine because we're going to do some quite hard work with the back later on. So just getting a little bit of softness and suppleness there and a bit of awareness into that area. So as you're allowing your sacrum to bounce and your knees and your hips, so your arms are starting to swing with the body movement. Travel up your spine and tuck your chin in. And just notice as your arms swing up and allow them to swing up a little bit more, that your shoulder blades separate from each other. Separate, wider space between your shoulder blades. And if you're not feeling that, bring your elbows in a little bit, and that will bring the shoulder blades out a little bit and open the thoracic spine. Now notice how your head moves up and down as your head moves up. So your cervical spine or your neck vertebra lengthen towards the sky at the same time as your sacrum drops. Feel the sacrum dropping, dropping, dropping. Feel your head lifting and lifting and lifting. As your arms swing, feel the back of your shoulder joints. Shoulder capsule is stretching, your shoulders are opening, joint space opening, opening, opening as you swing forward, the weight of the arms opening the joint. And now feel your elbow joints opening, opening, and your wrist joints opening, opening, opening. Feel the thumb softening, opening, and your index finger bringing awareness to each part of your body as we work, and the middle finger lengthening and lengthening. Your ring finger lengthening, lengthening, and lengthening, and your little finger lengthening and lengthening. And now feel the palm of your hand lengthening and widening at the same time. So it's widening and softening, palm getting soft, getting longer, getting broader. And as you feel that, feel the soles of your feet. Soles of your feet and your palms of the hand. It's like a mirror image. It's like your shoulders and your hips and your knees and your elbows and your hands and the feet. And so connect the palms, the soles of your feet, and feel them softening and lengthening. And slowly allow the swing to become smaller and smaller until you stop. Good. And shake your hands out a little bit. Okay, so that brings us nice awareness into the body. And this concept of this long spine, in Tai Chi, they call it the Tai Chi pole. And of course, the spine is very important for all the messaging from the head to the body and from the body upwards as well. So we're going to now do a rotation through the spine, knocking on the door of life. So feet under the hips, and we're going to turn from side to side. And as we do that, try and feel that the turn is happening in your hips and in the lower back. So soften your knees and the hips as we started. Now we're letting the arm swing, go from side to side. Keep your chin tucked in. Think about your tailbone still being dropped. And think about the movement happening in the hips and the lower back. We're often very stiff where the sacrum joins onto the lumbar. So this is a nice movement to get some mobility there. Allow your hands to knock a little bit higher so that the one hand or arm is knocking just below the belly button and the other one's knocking opposite on the back. On an acupressure point at the back called the door of life, Ming Men, and the one in front is knocking over the sea of energy. So feel your spine long and giving a nice rotational twist there. Breathing easy. Try and keep your feet flat. Don't let your heels come up so that we make that movement happen in the spine. And one arm is going to come and knock just below the clavicle. The little hollow, the side here where the shoulder comes, it's called the shoulder nest. So you want to be knocking in that little hollow. You're now over your lung 1 and 2 points. It's very good for your breathing, immunity. The other one keeps knocking over the door of life behind. Come up over the angle of the neck there. You're knocking over your trapezius. The muscle works very, very hard because we often have our shoulders raised too much. This will help to release it. So this is a wake-up exercise. We're in the morning. There you are in Mexico and Cayman Islands today. It's a good way to start your day before you go off doing whatever you have to be doing. Coming back to shoulder nest. And coming back down to the belly. And relax. Good. And shake it out a bit. All right, so we've done a bit of backwards and forwards. We've done some rotation. Let's do a bit of side movement. So open your legs a little bit more, and we're going to move the body like the river. Put your hands on your thighs, and you take your weight to one side, hips to one side, shoulders to one side, and then your head comes across. So feel as if you're moving like a river, or if you've been near Cape Town, seaweed in the ocean, like the ocean goes through, and you just see the kelp and the seaweed floating on the top as the waves kind of swim under it. Okay, as you're doing it, you're stretching the inside of your thigh, stretching your adductors, and we're getting a side bend through the spine. Breathe into one side, breathe out to the other. And breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just notice if you've got flexibility in your neck as well. We've got a lot in the mid back, but not quite so much in the thoracic spine. And very often the junction of the neck and the thorax is stiff. So feel that side movement of your neck. Feel how the weight goes from one side to the other. And relax and come up slowly. Whew, okay. Right, so we're going to look at our breathing. And today we're going to do a regular diaphragmatic breathing and also a reverse breathing. So let's just get clear on which is which. So the breathing we use mostly in Qigong is a deep diaphragmatic breath, which is as you breathe in, your belly expands, and as you breathe out, it relaxes and goes back towards the belly button. So if I turn around and get into my Tai Chi posture and I breathe in, my hand comes out. As I breathe out, belly goes back. And the active part of this movement is the in-breath. So as I breathe in, my diaphragm goes down, pushes the abdominal contents so that they come outwards. And as I relax my diaphragm, it just comes back in, and then the belly contents go back to where they came from. So pop your hand just below your navel and see if you can get comfortable with that. Let's just try breathing in and out through the nose. So in through the nose, hands come out, breathe out, hands go back. Carry on. So as the diaphragm comes down, it pushes down, but the diaphragm's attached to your ribs, all the way back to the spine, all the way around. So it's not only the front that's coming out at the same time as going frontwards. So you're expanding the sort of cylinder of your abdomen sideways. If you put your hands under the last ribs and you take a nice deep breath in, you should be able to push your hands away from your body. Try that. And when you relax, then the hands can just follow the breath back. Breathe in and push your hands away, making quite an active in-breath here, and relax, go back. Breathe in, push away, breathe out, come back. What happens at the back, we talk about kidney breath, is the last ribs. If you stand with a little bit more of a bent knee and your weight a little bit more on your heels, and you put your hands on the last ribs, as you breathe in, you should feel the breath coming to the back of your chest. And breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. See if you can feel that. Breathe out. Now, if you've just started focusing on diaphragmatic breathing, it might be quite difficult to feel that, but as you practice it, you'll get a lot better at that. Okay, so that is your regular abdominal breathing. If we take reverse breathing, what we'll do, if you put your hand on your belly, as you breathe in, belly button comes in. So that in order to do that, we have to contract our core muscles. We have to contract the transverse abdominis here. So breathe in, pull your tummy in, away, navel going away from your hand. Breathe in, breathe out, let it relax back. So reverse breathing, breathe in, belly button comes in, breathe out, comes back. Breathe in, breathe out. So that's what they talk about as your core muscle, but it's only one of the core muscles. There are 4 core muscles. One is your abdominal muscle, your transverse muscle, not this long one, this one here. The other one is your pelvic floor. So if you contract your pelvic floor, you breathe in now, breathe in, pull your pelvic floor up as if you're stopping the flow of urine, and breathe out, feel it relax. Breathe in, pull your pelvic floor up, breathe out, let it relax. Okay, but we do the 2 together. We're already doing the diaphragm by the breath in. So now breathe in, pull your belly button in, pull your pelvic floor in. And as you breathe out, let your tummy relax. let your pelvic floor relax. Breathe in, belly button comes away from your hand, pelvic floor up, hold it there for a couple of seconds, and relax. Pelvic floor relaxes, and your tummy muscles relax. Now, the Tai Chi Qigong posture is essential for this because you can, this is what we call a neutral spine position. If I should go really forwards out of that, and some people do walk around like this, okay? So if I go forwards and I try and pull my belly button, breathe in, pull your belly button in, pull your pelvic floor up, and relax, breathe out. It's much more difficult than in the neutral position. If I've got, if I walk this way and my pelvis is tilted up and back, if you try and breathe in, pelvic floor in, very difficult to pull your pelvic floor up and breathe out and let go. So as we do these exercises, and we're going to do moving exercises, try and feel that you're in this Tai Chi Qigong posture with the neutral spine, where your spine is in the song position, where you're creating length in the spine. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, I'll show you the movement first, and then we'll add the breathing. It's called Harmonized Yanyang. So we open the feet a little bit here, and the hands out the shoulder height there. And we sink down, hands come down, wrists cross, come up to the center above your head, and then open. Come down. Yin is seen as the earth, and yang or sky is seen as yang. So harmonizing, we're kind of dipping or gathering into the energetics of both the yin and the yang as we do this. So let's just think about the breath as we do this. It's an in-breath coming up. It's an out-breath going down. So just do that easily. Just in-breath. Don't worry about what's tightening. Just breathe in, breathe out as you come down. The hands, as they come up, are going to form a little fist. So it's just see a bit of light through the fist. And as you come out, it's called eagle claw. You're going to open, you're going to spiral little finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb as you come down. A little fist with an open light in there. Up you come. And eagle claw spiraling as you go down. We do a lot of spiraling in Qigong. Okay, one more of those, and then we're going to bring the dynamics of the breath in. All right, so as we come into an in-breath, reversed abdominal breathing. Pull in your pelvis, pull in your pelvic floor, pull in your tummy. Breathe out, relax. Relax your pelvic floor, relax your core. And as we make a fist, come in, pelvic floor up, belly button up and in, tight, 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 hold it. And relax, pelvic floor, relax your tummy there. Circle around. Breathe in, tighten your pelvic floor, do it slowly, pull in your core muscles, pull in your belly. As you come to the top, release your belly, release your pelvic floor and go down. Breathe in, pull in your belly button, pull in your pelvic floor, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Release your pelvic floor, release your tummy, down you go. Breathe in, pull your belly button in, pull your pelvic floor up, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and relax and down. Right. So these are quite difficult to coordinate all the different things at once. You really need to practice, but they're worth practicing. It's very good for giving your core spinal stability and very good for strengthening your pelvic floor as well. The next one is called pulling up roots. We're also going to do reverse abdominal breathing here. So one foot in front, 45 degrees, and just feel that you've got a comfortable position there, not too wide. And we're going to start with taking our hands out, bring them down into the center. And from the center, we're going to pull the roots up. And then we're going to push away. Bring your hands down to the center, pull up roots, Very strengthening for your knees, your hips, and your low back. Push away. And we bring a bit of a spinal twist into it as well. So that's really good. So let's think about the breath. This is an out breath. Do it through your mouth. Way down. And breathe in all the way up. Breathe out. As you come to breathe in and pull in. Pelvic floor, pull in your belly button. Relax your belly button, relax your pelvic floor as you breathe out. Round. Breathe in, tighten your core. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Tighten pelvic floor and belly button up and in. And push away and relax. Breathe in, pull up your pelvic floor. Pull your belly button up and in. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and relax. Pull it around. Pull belly button in, pelvic floor up. Tight, 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 tight. And feel the difference in tension and relaxation. And relax. Center. Step with the other foot out. Let's push away. Just get used to the movement first. Come down. Pulling up. Push away. Turn to the center. Pull up. Notice how you straighten up from here. You tuck your tailbone in and get into that neutral spine as you come up. Push away. Keep your neutral spine. Come across. Go down. All right. Pull your belly button in. Pelvic floor up, 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 up. Tuck your tailbone in. And relax everything. So push away, breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in, pelvic floor in, belly button in. As you breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth and relax your pelvic floor, relax your belly button. Come around. Pull in, in. And breathe out and relax. Let's do one more, come around. These are quite strong exercises to do. Breathe in, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in, belly button up and in, pelvic floor up, and breathe out. And relax. Good. Do two more. And the next two are going to be getting spinal stability and strengthening done with the regular abdominal breathing, which is now as we breathe in, belly button comes out, breathe out, goes back into towards the spine. So we're going to start off with a horse stance. So the legs are a little bit wider and your toes are pointing slightly out. So as you go down, your knees are going in the direction of your toes. And your knees never go past your toes. If they're doing that, then you're going to irritate your knees. So think about your knees bending, think about your hips sinking down, and try and stay relatively straight through your back. So your hands are coming into this if you're riding a horse. So the movement's going to be, you're going to sink down and open your hands. As you come up, you're going to bring your hands together and your legs together. Don't let your knees come in. Just you're tightening, you're working with your adductors, but you're not doing that. Your knees stay out. So it's going to be breath in, breath out, coming up. Breathe in. Just go down as far as you're happy. Breathe out, coming up. So if it is normal abdominal breathing, the breath in, tummy comes out. The breath out, pull in your pelvic floor, belly button up and in as you come together. And it's as if you're squeezing a horse between your legs here. Okay, so breathe in, relax, just relax down. Breathe in. Nice fat tummy coming out. And now belly button comes in, pelvic floor comes up, and you squeeze your legs together. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe out through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Soft and relaxed going down. Coming up. Pelvic floor in with the out breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel as if you have the reins between your hands and you're having to work quite strongly with the reins as you come in, galloping with this horse across the Mongolian plains or something. Breathe in and breathe out and relax. Good. Last one is called focus punching, and you probably know this exercise, but we haven't really thought about doing it with a strengthening contraction of our core muscles. So not quite horse stance, but a little bit open, soft fist facing upwards towards the sky, and it's called focus punching. So you're going to punch out with the one hand, the thumb goes on top, never inside, it goes on top. Goes on top as you punch, one hand forwards. Then you open the hand and turn and come back to the elbow. Back to the little elbow in the waist. Punch, spiral turn, come back. Whenever we punch, it's going to be an out breath. Pull back with the in breath. Push out, pull back. See if you can get a little bit of bend through the knees so that as you push forwards, you can bend a little bit. As you come back, you can straighten up just a tiny bit. And it's going to be an out breath through the mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, belly comes out. It's normal abdominal breathing. Breathe in, belly comes out, breathe out. Now you're working hard. You tighten your abdominal muscles as you punch. Breathe in, relax, breathe out. Breathe in, belly relaxes, breathe out. Your eyes are focused ahead. It's focus punching. So you focus on a point ahead and your eyes are quite fierce. Okay. Breathe in, belly relaxes. Breathe out. Belly button towards the spine, pelvic floor up. Breathe in. Breathe in. Core tightening. Relax the core as you come back and you breathe in. Breathe out. Tighten the core. Breathe in. Breathe in. Another two more. Breathe in. Tighten your core. Pelvic floor and belly button in and out. Relax everything and come back. Good. So you can work on a couple of those, maybe just do a couple of repetitions every day. Choose one and choose the other till you get really used to coordinating the breathing and the contract relax with. And it's very, very strengthening for your core and particularly pelvic floor as well. So I've worked quite hard, so let's just relax a little bit. So shaking your body, let your knees, elbows, tummy, hair, just everything shake. So in Chinese medicine, you're shaking a lot for healing. The sicker you are, the more you're shaking. Just imagine you're shaking like this, you're shaking your organs, liver, stomach, spleen, shaking all the joints. It's very, very good to get the circulation going and to loosen up any stiffness in the body. So while we'll do this, and we've been working very much with bringing the belly and the pelvic floor up. So we could say we've been working quite a lot with the stomach and spleen area of the body. So let's do the spleen sound, called healing sounds in Chinese medicine. And the sound for the spleen and stomach is W-H-O-O-H, like a, oh, so breathe in and breathe in, in, out, and relax. So healing sounds are said to be very cleansing for the body. There's a healing sound for each organ, the spleen and the liver and the kidney and the heart and the lungs. They all have their own sounds. All right, so having worked quite hard, let's go into stomach flow and we'll do the fountain. No, we won't do the fountain. We'll do pebble in the pond. That's what we want to do. Pebble in the pond. So Tai Chi Qigong posture. When we work in flows, it's just flowing movement. It shouldn't be difficult. You just really move with the breath and with the energy that you've got moving in the body. So if you've got a little pebbles and you're dropping it down into the pond, so you sink down. As you sink down, your bottom goes back. So you're not doing this movement forward, you're sinking down, dropping your pebbles in the pond. And as if you're a child following the ripples, pattern of the ripples. And as you come up, tuck your tailbone in and straighten up through your back. And drop pebbles into the pond. See how the ripples spread. Come in, tuck your tailbone in and up and drop. Spread your fingers, follow the ripples. Like a child, be curious. And drop down. That's out breath. In breath as you come in. Breathe out and drop down. Round you go. Breathe in and come up. Breathe out and drop down. Round you go. Up you come. Breathe out. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out. Go. Breathe out. Breathe in. Tuck your tailbone in. Feel your spine strengthening strong. Breathe out. Feel your feet rooted to the ground. Coming up. There's pebble in the pond. So now we're going to do a single arm spleen flow, and it's a tiger catching her cubs. So still a wide stance, one hand just below the belly, we call the lower dantian, and the other hand's going to come across from behind, and going to come across the body, and you grab hold of a little tiger cub and you bring it back home. And then the other hand goes out, start from behind, come across. We do lots of spiral movements in Qigong. All the body's fascia moves in spirals, all the joints move in spirals. And we talk about movements being straight but not straight. So we've always got a bit of spring in the movement. So go across, back of the hand facing the sky, pulling that little tiger in. Once you've got one in, the other one goes out again. So you go out, across the body, having a nice rotation at the bottom of the spine. Feeling your body soft, flexible. So what could we have here? Breath in, breathe out. 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 Imagine how precious these little young tigers are that you're catching. So the imagery that we use in Qigong is very good for the body. Our body knows stories. So if I say go out, turn around, go up, go down, doesn't mean much. But if I say tiger catching her cubs, straight away you get a strength in your arms and also softness going through your body. And when we're using Qigong, we're working with body, mind, and emotions. So you've got the emotions of a nice tiger mum. It's probably quite good to have it, but it could be tiger dad as well. Tiger dads often have to look after their tigers as well, I'm sure. Coming back. And let's finish with the tiger movement. Embrace tiger to return to mountain, which is very nice for the back as well. So feet a little bit closer together. And we're going to go down into the squatting position. So hands facing the ground. Coming back in, back of the hands together, lifting up, pushing forwards, and then circling the whole body. It's an out breath. Breathe in, back of the hands together but not touching. Breathe out, push forwards. Breathe in all the way around the body. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in all the way around the body, symbolizing the tiger, your courage, your strength. Embrace tiger. Coming up in. Breathe out. Return to the mountain is your peace. Stillness and your peace. Courage in the stillness and your peace. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in all the way around. This is kind of like your Wei Qi. It's like a protective circle around you. You know that our body extends way out beyond the skin. It's our little personal space. Nobody comes in the space unless you invite them, whether it's their thoughts or their attitude or their fisticuffs. Okay, that's your space. And you want to be strong in the space and be very clear that this is your space. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and come down. And we're going to finish just with a standing posture for the spleen and stomach, represented by the earth element. So hands facing the earth, feet on the earth here. Soften your knees, soften your ankles, drop your tailbone, tuck your chin in so that your spine is long and settled. And close your eyes and feel your feet rooting down into the ground. We've been doing a lot of strong work, and so the energy within your body is probably quite stirred up and moving around, as it should be if it's daytime. And notice if you can feel any tingling or warmth in your hands from the work you've been doing. Notice the contact with your feet to the ground, feel rooted. And you could actually feel that there's energy. What's the energy of the earth? It's gravity. Gravity is pulling your feet down, okay? And feel that gravitational energy coming up through your feet, your legs, and then going up your body and coming through your shoulders, elbows, hands, back down to the earth. And then circling up through the feet. Just have a sense of that. There's a circulation of energy going through, down to the ground, back up through the legs, up the back, shoulders, hands, down, circulation there. Going in a clockwise direction, up your back, down through your hands. And the color of the spleen and stomach, color, strength in the organs is yellow. So you think of your spleen being a bright yellow. In Qigong, they talk about, the old people spoke about the 5 jewels of the body, and the spleen was the yellow one. Liver was the green, kidneys were blue, heart red, and lungs were pearly white. At the moment, we're thinking spleen. So you can imagine just a brilliant yellow in your spleen and just a fuzzy yellow light around the rest of your body. And just hang in there for a couple of seconds. And the old Qigong master would say, smile to your organs. So it's smile to your spleen. Thank it for doing all the things that spleens do and earth elements do, spleen and stomach. And then slowly allow your hands to drop down to your sides. Allow your breath to be long, slow, and deep. Allow your face to soften. Notice any sounds around you. Touch of your clothes on your skin. And slowly open your eyes. Leave your feet, come back to wherever you started. And thank you for